And this is where it gets a little bit strange.
Give me all the strange stuff. We're used to it on this program. No, okay. Really, the stranger, not the better, but feel free to talk about all that.
Fine.
No.
In those days, we had what we called rabbit's ears on top of the TV, and there was a TV sitting in the bedroom, elevated just above the wardrobe, and there was these rabbit's ears on the top.
Like a little antenna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I knew that if I could actually fire that antenna up, I could send the message to where I needed to send it to make things happen.
Okay.
So I sat there and allowed my energy to rise, and all of a sudden the antennas lit up with a bluey purple glow.
Okay.
And then as I increased the energy, the spark started between
the
antennas, and it rose up and went out into the atmosphere.
How'd you know how to increase your energy like that?
I had no idea.
That was the first instance of, like you just said to yourself.
Do those things, yeah. And even then, I didn't know that wasn't
normal.
No.
Right.
I did get the message across, by the way.
You sent a message to somebody else via the antenna.
Yeah.
I heard you can actually open these dimensions.
Yes.
Can we? Can we do?
It has to be in the right place at the right time. The biggest thing is you can't disturb anything. There is a. It's just like if something turned up in front of you right now, you'd be shocked.
Right. So you have to prepare.
Yes. And then you allow people to join you so that they can feel it.
Can we do that sometime? I mean,
we can do it sometime, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Actually, I have some friends who have a vortex on their land that I bet we could do that.
Yeah.
And when you open up these doorways and walk through this, what's the sense you get?
Well, the main sense is a knowing that you're communicating right throughout the universe.
Okay. I want to take you to some places, see what we can do. Great. Anything else you want to share? I mean,
there are many things on the earth that will indicate to you that this is happening.
Like
the birds, the animals in the wild, the trees.
What will happen?
They actually. If you walk into the woods and as soon as you get there, there's nothing around you.
Yeah.
And you decide you'll wait until they turn up. But in fact, what happens is you start to hear birds. So they've just opened the dimension for you, for sound.
Yeah.
Then they open the dimension for vision, and all of a sudden there's birds in front of you. They didn't just fly in, they're there. And then there's a squirrel, and then they open that dimension, and they will open right back to the spirits that look after them.
Wow. And
that's happening now.
Yeah, the birds outside my window have been waking me up every day, making really loud, really like, I mean, that's...
They're allowing you to be part of their dimension.
And that's another doorway.
Yes.
So that's a sign that people can look for.
Yeah, and walking along, you'll feel yourself go through something. You'll feel that shiver. You're walking through a dimension. And I did a lot of work with the trees that I didn't know what I was doing at the time.
What do you mean? Like holding trees?
Well, yeah, you communicate with them, they help you, and you help them. And I knew about that, but I didn't know that was not known by anybody else.
What would the trees communicate to you?
They'd actually assist you with energy. And when you knew they needed help, you would pass energy to them, and they'd actually rain on you.
The trees would rain on you?
Oh yeah, very fine mist. They're very, very gentle beings there.